Swimming in the oceans of color, surrounded by the stars inside the universe before it bursted into light. And after a long time, a world came alive and played that music I first heard. And so I stayed, so I could write down every word. And there was a garden, never was such beauty seen in all the earth. And not again until the day when it returns. And there was a loud cry, alive were the voices as they sang the words. And ever since they've been singing, it goes underneath where eyes don't go, a sound that keeps the beat that holds alive the song. I listen close. Do I follow? Do I follow? Where it goes. And banners raised, and kings with the power changed that song that first began. And it was lost and buried deep and covered then. A chorus and angel lights proclaimed on that starry night that shook the world. A king arose and he was singing. It goes underneath where eyes don't go, a sound that keeps the beat that holds alive the song you need to know. Will you follow? Will you follow? Underneath where eyes don't go, a sound that keeps the beat that holds alive the song. I listen close. Do I follow? Do I follow? We were sailing on waves of silver, there were echoes in the wind. When we raised our sails to capture them, the ship was lifted up and then it was saying, oh, 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 oh. Now the country that we came from, they play silver melodies, and the kings and queens all write their dreams on silver pages we would read. And we sing, oh, 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 oh. We will cross any water, and if we find there's a song that's getting stronger, we will sound all our silver songs, and we will know where they belong. Now the echoes were getting louder, and a chorus filled the air when the voices fell, they broke the spell that tied us to our silver chairs, and we sang, oh, 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 oh. We were taken to the shadows, we were carried through the night. When the sun appeared, my God, my fears of silver melted in the light, and we saw the world with different eyes, and we sang, oh, the color-coded town, they had one rule: no grays allowed. It was a great offense. It brought no compliments. A stranger to the town, he came and met a girl that very few would say is worth thinking of. Still he fell in love, and he brought her flowers every day. She loved them, she loved him, she never felt that way. But they said, hey, those flowers, they are gray. They can't stay, no, no, well, we'll let it slide. But read our signs, we don't like gray. Then one day they saw her in a dress. A gift from him, it was gray and red. It stopped them in their tracks. Ooh, they knew it matched. A revolution there was surely found inside that color-coded town. Some happy, some enraged, so they marched on over to the place where he brought her flowers every day. She loved him, she never felt that way. But they cried, let's take him to his grave. He can't stay, no, no, well, we done told him once, but now he's done, they cried. We told you stay away from that crazy color. Turn around, if you don't, we'll break you, and you don't have anyone to save you. He said she needs me to stay, cause gray can take her sorrow. So I will die tonight so she will know the gray will stay in the color code, yeah. For my love I will die, you know, but before I do, let the record show that I brought her flowers every day. And she loved them, she loved me, she never felt that way. So if you feel you need some gray, that's okay, child, cause you know you just got to ask, and I'll come back. You know you just got to ask, and I'll come back. You know you just got to ask, and I'll come back and give you grace. There's a train station inside of this train where the people go to try and escape. And with anxious eyes we stand in line till the cold ground shakes to tell us it's time for the trains. Yes, it's time for the trains to stop. Some were steel and some were gold, and each conductor raved. They shouted, buy your tickets and save your souls. But one conductor sang. He shouted, you, come follow me. I'll buy your tickets and I'll pay your fees. 'Cause I know what you cost. Believe me, without this train you will be lost. So the rich men laughed and they walked away, but the poor ones felt that they should stay. So they told all of their friends, they told even strangers, till there were 10. And thousands of people said, come let us see the scandalous train that claims to be free. Just let him speak. Picture on the ground. The stone moved just like sand. He said, throw your tickets on the floor. I'll give you mine instead. And he shouted, you, come follow me. I'll buy your tickets and I'll pay your fees. 'Cause I know what you cost. Believe me, without this train you will be lost. Believe me, without this train you will be lost. The soldiers rushed in like a flood, wild-eyed, looking for blood. They said, show us the one who lies, deceives, and claims his trains of grace are free. 'Cause we'll take his body to the track and nail him there so he never comes back. Yeah, we'll take his body to the track and nail him there so he never comes back. Began to shake. We felt the stone beneath us break. And he came back anyway. And there was love, and there was love. He shouted, you, come follow me. I'll buy your tickets and I'll pay your fees. 'Cause I know what you cost. Believe me, without this train you will be lost. Believe me, without this train you will be lost. Believe me, without this train you will be lost. Back when they danced outside of time, before the stars would rule the night, there was a dove flew o'er the deep, deep water. And that's when he heard the voice of the lion start to speak. And then there was light. When the light hits the water, the colors shine. Oh, but which one do you choose to paint the sky? Blue was the one that one body shares it with the others in the evening and dawn. The rest of the colors were falling down. The water came together, and that's when they heard the voice of the lion name the ground. So I'm still dancing to the music from a garden that was so much brighter then, with the echoes from a long-forgotten song escaping from my lungs within. And you can feel the movement through the overture that's playing if you listen to the end, because the dove and the composer will be dancing when the lion comes again. Cavernous empires of the seas, up through the clouds and on that green ground underneath the wall. The citizens rise with the dawn, and that's when they heard the voice of the lion name the new sun, new sun. I'm still dancing to the music from a garden that was so much brighter then, with the echoes from a long-forgotten song escaping from my lungs within. And you can feel the movement through the overture that's playing if you listen to the end, because the dove and the composer will be dancing when the lion comes again. Blue was the one that one body shares it with the others in the evening and dawn. Blue was the one that one body shares it with the others in the evening and dawn. Blue was the one that one body shares it with the other, shares it with the other. Oh, blue was the one that one. Blue was the one that one. Now sing to the kingdom of beauty as it began. Now dance in its shadows until it comes again. I'm still dancing to the music from a garden that was so much brighter then, with the echoes from a long-forgotten song escaping from my lungs within. And you can feel the movement through the overture that's playing if you listen to the end, because the dove and the composer will be dancing when the lion comes again. Because the dove and the composer will be dancing when the lion comes again.
Stealing glances from a distance, never thought that I would be the one you'd wanna hold and sing with every night.
When I saw your face and heard your voice, I never thought that we would dance and fall in love. So call me crazy if you want, but let's get married.
Whoa, let's get married. Whoa,
let's get married. Whoa, whoa, let's get married.
Whoa, let's get married. Whoa,
let's get married.
Whoa, whoa. Chasing shadows for a while until we finally found the door that let us see the you and me the lights were shining on.
Some would scoff and stare at us, and some would laugh and cry, and others asked our age and wage and raised their eyebrows in surprise. Then let's get married.
Whoa, let's get married. Whoa,
let's get married.
Whoa, whoa.
'Cause we are young and full of love and don't have much at all, but we know something more than age and wages tell you where you are. Let's get married.
Whoa.